All right, hi. No, I didn't expect this. I wasn't going to make nothing except bar food. And this is not how you really want to do it in an Instapot. But look, this is what's happened, all right? This is the circumstances. I'm going to try to not get upset. Add your chili. Oh, here, I'll show you. That. You can do it in the steps every time you take a... Here, I'll explain it because I talk funny these days, and I know I do. Just bear with me. Thank you. So, like, I'm adding the onion and the eggplant. It's an Instapot in the first place. So the whole steps that you take to this dish in the first place are a little bit different because you're cooking it now in an Instapot, okay? Because normally you want grill marks or little dark brown saute marks. You can do it in a pan, but you're not really going to achieve that unless you take all fucking day, dude, in an Instapot, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and try to skip aiming to achieve the dark grill marks. Some will happen over the course of this saute process. But you can still compile your flavors, like your salt, your pepper, and these guys, okay? You don't want to overdo it with the red, but this is a Sicilian Italian, and it's spicy hot. So, all right, this is about the point where I want to add, because I'm doing American Bistro version, which I invented, my green. I laughed since we're chatting here. Here I'll show, because it's better. This much came off into the basara. Keep the tip, the rest, the thin. You'll see what I mean, where it gets thinner. You don't mind eating that. This is good. You can, when you're normally cooking the kale, you can keep the vein, but for this dish, no. So you want to cut it kind of thinner, and you want to cook it for a while. Because what you're aiming for is the bistro rustic, really, really withered. Sauteed, really, really down. Sauteed, I can't find the word, sorry. Kale, okay? Let's get the rest. So there's no onion in this normally. This is my bistro version. It's totally delicious. So God, the dish itself is why it's so good. The classic Italian. Okay, let's throw that away. Ta-da! I'll sweep my floor. Trust me, I know this too. And yes, I know I'm in a house filled with perps. What the fucking do you expect me to do? Today, I'm just doing this, all right? So here we are. We're going to stir all this up. And you can see the eggplant and onion are still not cooking that fast. For one, it's an Instapot, so the temperatures are different. I could explain it, but don't please expect me to right now. And you also need to know some of these things as adults. You got to stop eating out all the time. This is hopeless here in the United States. It's really sad what happened. So this is going to cook for quite a while, okay? And while this green is achieving that real cooked, sauteed, heavy, whatever the word, which it will get in the Instapot. It will get there. But while that is happening, you will notice the eggplant will start to brown and get that charred mark that I want. Charred is one of the words. But it usually is a lot easier if you're using regular pans or a grill. Which is okay, I'm not going to complain, okay? I'm glad to do this. So it'll go down a lot. The eggplant will compress. The water will cook out as well with the green, okay? The green is an accent. I like the green in here. I'm calling it green. Just let me call it green right now. Okay, so that's that. And then this is what I do. This is what I do as a little tip for flavor. When you're ready to cook the fish, you're gonna take all this out. That comes out. It's gonna go in a bowl. Trust me, do it this way. Okay? You're gonna cook the fish separate. You see I seasoned it. When the fish is like halfway done, throw in the garlic, okay? At that point, you can add back. It's just a little dance you're doing, but believe me, you want it to turn out like a restaurant, that's what you do. Don't just do it all in the pot. What are you doing? Cooking everything all at once in a pot. Oh dear God, right? You can see how that's welting, whatever the word. It's not there yet, we want it more. Okay, so that's because you're gonna really taste that garlic, okay? It's a fucking Italian dish, excuse my language. Same with the basil. You're gonna chiffonade the basil. Dump a lot of basil in there at the very, very end. That's when you usually add the tomatoes, but we forgot the tomatoes today. That's okay. So while I'm cooking the fish is when I'm gonna add the second layer of red chili flakes. Not a lot, but I like to pile the flavors on. It's just something I do. So you got the fresh, intense garlic, cooked with the fish, everything wrapped up, boom, back into the pot. And that's when you add your pasta and you toss in this, all right? And you let it warm up just a little. You let the cheese melt. I'll film it. It's not as hard as what I'm saying, no. It's really easy to do. So you can see some of this is starting to achieve that charge. You won't get it in the Instapot, okay? Don't set out to do that necessarily, but you might get a little bit of it. But this is looking good now, okay? So I'll do that for like 3 more minutes, dude. And then even maybe, 4. Because this is, to me, not quite charred enough. But I'm not really going to get that in the Instapot, I know that. You will, but what am I making? Ratatouille? No, I'm not making ratatouille. So I'm gonna, I'm working with what I got. This is looking good, okay? So you see, it's real simple. You take that out, put the fish in. After like a minute, put your garlic in. Then it's real simple. You put back in the eggplant. Ta-da! I would have this chiffonaded and ready, unless you want to run around and maybe cut yourself. If you're not trained really good, don't rush around because you will cut yourself. Add your pasta. You're done, okay? I'll film it.